Have you ever met someone old but is still sharp as a tack? They remember names, solve problems quickly, and keep their curiosity alive like someone half their age. What's their secret? Sure, genetics play a role, but science shows daily habits matter even more. And here's the interesting part. Many mentally sharp seniors share certain morning rituals that fuel their brains and protect their memory over time. These aren't complicated routines. In fact, they're surprisingly simple, but practiced consistently, they keep the mind clear and resilient. In this video, I am uncovering 7 powerful morning habits that can help you stay mentally sharp well into your 80s and beyond. Let's dive in. You might want to start practicing them tomorrow morning. 1. Starting the day with movement. One of the biggest secrets to long-lasting brain health? Morning movement. Many sharp-minded older adults begin their day with some form of gentle exercise, walking, stretching, yoga, or even light resistance training. Why does this matter? Exercise increases blood flow, and your brain loves good circulation. It means more oxygen, more nutrients, and a steady flush of toxins. Studies consistently show that physical activity reduces the risk of dementia and keeps cognitive abilities strong. But here's the key. It doesn't need to be intense. A 20-minute walk around the block, a short stretching routine, or a few balance exercises can be enough. The consistency matters more than the intensity. People who've stayed sharp into old age often treat movement not as a chore, but as a gift, one that keeps their body mobile and their brain firing on all cylinders. 2. Mindful breathing or meditation. Another morning ritual sharp elders practice is mindful breathing or meditation. Taking just 5 to 10 minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and focus on the present moment calms the nervous system. When the brain isn't constantly bombarded with stress, it can think more clearly, store memories more effectively, and process emotions better. Long-term meditators often show younger-looking brain scans, even in their 70s and 80s. You don't need a meditation cushion or an app to start. Simply close your eyes, inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale fully. Doing this in the morning sets the tone for a calmer, sharper day. The sharpest elders understand that brain health isn't only about what you do, it's also about what you don't overload yourself with. A quiet mind often means a clearer mind. 3. Nourishing breakfast choices. We've all heard the phrase, "You are what you eat." Well, when it comes to mental sharpness, breakfast plays a bigger role than you might think. People who keep their minds sharp into their 80s often eat nutrient-rich breakfasts that fuel their brains instead of slowing them down. Think along the lines of oats topped with berries and nuts, eggs with vegetables, or even smoothies with leafy greens and seeds. Why these foods? They provide antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and proteins that protect brain cells and improve memory. Contrast that with a breakfast full of refined sugar, like donuts or sugary cereal, which causes quick energy spikes followed by brain fog. The elders who thrive mentally don't treat breakfast as optional. They treat it as fuel for focus, energy, and clear thinking. A small but powerful choice, repeated daily, adds up to decades of sharper thinking. 4. Reading or brain stimulation. What do many mentally sharp older adults do in the morning? They give their brain a workout. Just like muscles need training, so does the brain. For some, this means reading newspapers, books, or magazines. For others, it might mean doing a crossword puzzle, Sudoku, or writing in a journal. These activities stimulate the brain, strengthen neural connections, and keep memory pathways active. Reading especially has been linked to slower cognitive decline. It not only builds knowledge, but also challenges your brain to focus, process, and imagine. Sharp elders understand this. Keeping the brain young isn't about one-off challenges. It's about consistent, daily mental workouts. Even 15 minutes of reading in the morning can act as a brain warm-up for the day ahead. 5. Social connection, even briefly. Here's something fascinating. People who stay mentally sharp into their 80s often make time for quick morning social connections. It might be chatting with a spouse over coffee, greeting neighbors during a morning walk, or calling a friend. Why does this matter? Social interaction is like mental fertilizer. Conversations require memory recall, emotional regulation, and quick thinking, all of which keep the brain engaged. Research shows loneliness accelerates cognitive decline, while social bonds protect against it. The sharpest elders don't wait for big gatherings. They sprinkle small doses of connection into their everyday routine. That consistent social stimulation keeps their minds sharp, flexible, and emotionally grounded. So even if you're busy, sending a quick message, making a phone call, or having a meaningful chat in the morning can go a long way for your brain. 6. Practicing gratitude. A surprising but powerful ritual is gratitude. People who age well mentally often start their mornings by reflecting on what they're thankful for. It might be writing 3 things in a journal or simply taking a quiet moment to notice blessings, like good health, family, or even a sunny day. Why gratitude? Because it shifts the brain toward positivity. Research shows grateful people sleep better, handle stress more effectively, and maintain healthier brains over time. Sharp elders know that mindset shapes reality. By starting their morning with gratitude, they set themselves up to notice the good throughout the day. Over decades, this mental habit strengthens resilience, reduces stress, and keeps the mind agile. It's a small step, but one that creates lasting clarity and joy. 7. Staying curious. Finally, the sharpest elders never stop being curious. Many begin their day by learning something new, listening to a podcast, exploring a hobby, or trying out a new recipe. Curiosity is mental fuel. It pushes the brain to form new connections, which is critical for staying sharp. In fact, neuroscientists say the brain is like a muscle. It weakens without challenge but grows stronger with novelty. Whether it's learning a new language, experimenting with art, or exploring technology, these elders show that curiosity isn't reserved for the young, it's a lifelong superpower. By starting the morning with curiosity, they remind themselves that every day is an opportunity to grow. That simple mindset keeps their brains young, adaptable, and resilient. So there you have it, 7 morning rituals that help people stay mentally sharp well into their 80s. The key isn't doing all of them perfectly, it's choosing a few that feel right for you and practicing them consistently. Over time, these small habits add up to a lifetime of sharper thinking, better memory, and a healthier brain. If this video gave you some ideas, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe for more life-changing habits and psychology tips, and let me know in the comments, which of these morning rituals would you like to try tomorrow? Thanks for watching, and here's to building a sharper mind, one morning at a time.